Yo, what's up, everybody? Yeah, what's up, y'all? Welcome. The Mike Dolce Show podcast for those of you listening on audio or live streaming right now on YouTube. The Mike Dolce Show. I guess that's what we'll call it, right? The Mike Dolce Show. That's what this is because, hey, I'm Mike Dolce. Nice to see you. Four-time Trainer of the Year, New Jersey Martial Arts Hall of Fame inductee. Sports Illustrated says the most sought-after coach in sports. ESPN says Dolce is a lifestyle changer. The most successful weight management coach in the history of sport. Yeah, I'm going to use that title also because it's true. The Dolce diet is responsible for a 100% success rate while working with the world's most elite athletes over a 20-year period. Bam! How about that? I hear my brother, Coach Faraz Zahabi, is live right now, too. Damn, Faraz. Scraping my audience, or am I scraping yours? Either way, you guys are getting good content. I wanted to talk today on what I spoke about yesterday, and that is how I lost 100 pounds. Boom. That's right. I was 282 pounds. Still sexy, mind you. Still, woo. Still sexy man. You can't change sexy. I was 282 pounds at 5'10" as a power lifter, and I was fat. I was obese. I was unhealthy. My blood pressure through the roof, my LDL through the roof, my HDL in the basement. Heart palpitations, sleep apnea. I was hooked up to a Holter monitor. Are you crazy? This was in my mid-20s. And I was focused on sports nutrition science. I was still one of the top strength coaches in the game at that point, and not long after, I was hired by Randy Couture's Team Quest in Portland, Oregon, to be the head strength coach of the number one mixed martial arts fight team on the planet. That was back in 2004. That's right. So I was a good fucking strength coach, right? And nobody even cared about nutrition at that point. And even I always saw nutrition as an add-on. It was a benefit. I give my athletes a nutrition program simply because, like, for free, because I was working with them. And I was like, well, shit, you guys are eating garbage. You need to be eating this stuff anyway. We were focused on sports performance. All right, and go back and listen to yesterday's podcast or yesterday's video so you can learn the most important aspect of how I lost over 100 pounds. So all the fucking fake ass coaches out there pretending that they know, they don't know because they've never done it. They haven't walked in your shoes. I've done it. And also, yeah, also I look like that too. Right? Shredded. I've been there. I've done that. So that being said, I want to tell you now about the science of how I lost over 100 pounds. And when I left my doctor's office that day at 282 pounds, dejected, scared, nervous. What have I done to myself? And immediately I made the change. I knew in my heart what I was doing was wrong. I acknowledged what I had been doing was wrong. The quest for bigger numbers. I was in the pursuit of an 800-pound squat. That was my goal, an 800-pound squat. That's what I was chasing. That's all I cared about. 800 plus pound squat, 700 plus pound deadlift, and a 500 plus pound bench press. Those were my goals at that point, and I had to eat my way to get to those because I was not taking drugs. I could have if I wanted to. It didn't suit me at that point. It didn't make sense for me at that point, and I didn't want to take drugs to get to that point. I wanted to do it, quote, naturally, though I was just pouring every supplement imaginable. So half natty, I guess that's what the YouTubers call it, right? Any and every supplement I could get my hands on, I was taking back in those days in order to boost my body weight and boost my strength. Well, unfortunately, it completely eroded my health. So now I want to talk to you about the science of how I did it. So I made that change, 282 pounds, and I said, I have to change. What am I doing? What am I doing wrong? And I looked at my nutrition and I said, my God, you are a fat fuck, Dolce. What is wrong with you? What are you doing? How are you eating 4 dinners a day? A whole loaf of bread every day, a gallon of milk every day, a half a gallon of ice cream every day, a 2 liter of soda every day, a whole pizza almost every day, 4 or 5 nights a week, a whole pizza. What's wrong with you, Dolce? Boxes of cereal, easily 2 boxes of cereal a day, easily. Box of cereal in one sitting, easy, no problem to get my body weight up that high. Stupid, Dolce, how dare you? And I looked at it, I said, you're so stupid, young man. What's wrong with you? You know better. And I said, where is your micronutrition? Where's your healthy nutrition? Nothing here is healthy. It's just calories, just dense calories, just useless calories. What's wrong with you, Dolce? No wonder you're fat. No wonder you're sick. No wonder you're unhealthy. And immediately, I didn't care about the barbell anymore. I didn't care about 800-pound squat. I didn't care about any of that. I just wanted to feel better. I only wanted to feel better. So I went on a little walkabout and I hooked up with some of my good friends. And this is back in the early 2000s. So we're talking 15 or so years ago. In my local area, nutritionists, dietitians, PhDs, doctors, other coaches that I respected. And we started speaking more and more about nutrition. This is like, internet was struggling back in those days. Internet was not even close to what it is right now. Dial up, old school AOL dial up, just crap internet kind of in those days. So it wasn't nearly accessible. And the information was a little fugazi, right? Yeah, I don't know. So I was in the library more often than I was on my laptop. You don't even have laptops, I don't think, in those days. It was all like the PCs and the terminals and the monitors. You had to be at a desk. There wasn't Wi-Fi, wasn't very common back in those days. So it became this endless pursuit of science. And from that point on, and that was probably 2002 or 2003, or I think it's right around those times that I was at my peak body weight. I think it was 2003, but I was up that high, in the 2002s or so. From that point forward, everything about my life became about health. Everything became about health. Health first. Sports performance second, because I knew at that time, the healthier I was, the healthier my body was, the better I would perform. The more my body would be able to do, the healthier it was. Instead of trying to get an unhealthy body across the finish line first, it's not going to happen. The first rule is do no harm. That was embedded in me back in the early 2000s. And from that point forward, that's what my focus was. Completely what my focus was. So fast forward to 2005 and 2004, 2 years later, I'm hired by Randy Couture, the natural, the reigning UFC light heavyweight champion of the world. Randy Couture, Matt Lindland, Evan Tanner, Dan Henderson hired me as the head strength coach of Team Quest, the #1 fight team on the planet. And I could debate Pat Miletich a little bit on which team was truly the best, because Pat has a pretty good argument for Miletich fighting systems. But we had Randy, we had Dan, we had Lindland, we had Evan Tanner, we had Nate Quarry coming up, we had Chael Sonnen coming up, we had Chris Levin coming up, we had Eddie Herman coming up, we had Chris Wilson coming up. God knows all the amazing athletes that came up through that system that I'm forgetting right now. But at one point, we had 40 of the world's greatest athletes training in that facility, and I was the head strength coach in the early 2000s. 2004 through 2009. I left at the end of 2009. Beginning of 2009. Sorry. After the Ultimate Fighter Season 7 wrapped, I went back to Team Quest for another 6 months or so, and then we moved down to Southern California. But I digress, because this video is about the science. This podcast is about the science. Let me get back into the science, the takeaways. Let's get into the takeaways boom, of the science. And what this is 3 weeks to shredded. I wrote 3 weeks to shredded with my lovely wife, Brandy, in 2007, based upon a weight cut I performed on myself when I was fighting in the IFL to fight Antonio McKee. I weighed 212 pounds 6 weeks before my fight at 170 pounds. That's right. I lost 42 pounds in 6 weeks to fight Antonio McKee in the IFL. During the last 3 week period, I believe I lost 26 pounds in that 3 week period of time following this program, which was a basic template of what I had done for years prior with all of my athletes. So 3 weeks to shredded, the 3 weeks to shredded system, the 3 weeks to shredded training program, the 3 weeks to shredded weight management program really started back in the early 2000s. And even, earlier than that, back in the 90s when I was wrestling. I was an amateur wrestler, high school, college wrestler. I worked with a shit ton of wrestlers, high level wrestlers. I continue to this day. Athletes, D1 athletes, at OSU, at Penn State, at University of North Carolina, many others, randomly, and that aren't the team. So we work with teams. We also work with the individual athletes. So wrestling is really where we had this genesis. From there, I started training with Renzo Gracie, Team Renzo Gracie in New York, because I lived in New Jersey at the time. I was training in Neptune, New Jersey, with Ray Martin, who was a Renzo brown belt training there. And I started taking the train, working with Renzo Gracie and John Donaher and Igor Gracie and Daniel Gracie and Gregor Gracie and all the amazing, amazing, amazing black belts and brown belts and purples and blues and whites. Up at Renzo's, and Ricardo Almeida was there, and then Kurt Pellegrino was there, and Dante Rivera was there, and God, there's Norm Shack was there, and John Rollo was there, and Rob Constance was there, and I'll keep remembering names as I continue on. I was around these guys for years, working with these guys, helping many of these guys prepare for their own NHB fights at that point. So once again, 3 weeks to shredded in the mid 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, continued. This is a 20-year process, 3 weeks to shredded. And in those 20 years, we've had a 100% success rate, working with the world's greatest athletes, preparing for international weight class restricted competition. No other team can make that claim. Ours can, for a fucking reason, because ours is the best. Ours is scientifically vetted. Ours is battle tested with the world's greatest athletes. But it's because of the evolution, primarily what happened to me in 2003. Prior to 2003, 3 weeks to shredded was awesome. There was a little more supplements in 3 weeks to shredded. We were relying on a little bit of supplementation that wasn't necessary because we were trying to keep that calorie threshold low. So you can use some supplements to keep your calories low. So I thought, not realizing I was robbing my body of vital nutrition, which I realized back in 2003 when I had that heart-to-heart with my doctor, when I did weigh 282 pounds as a competitive powerlifter, and I was strong as fuck. But I realized this is not the way to go. The right way to go is through foods, is through real foods, it's through eating real foods. And that's where we continue the genesis. So when I wrote this book in 2007, can you believe that, 11 years or so ago? And I don't have the original version of 3 weeks to shredded in front of me. This is the updated version, the most cutting edge version of 3 weeks to shredded. That's not true, because the online program, the online version of 3 weeks to shredded is the most updated, which is awesome. If you don't know, you go to thedolcediet.com right now and you sign up for our 3 weeks to shredded program. It is personalized. It is tailored to you, exactly to you. Every ingredient, every recipe, every grocery list is detailed specifically for you at thedolcediet.com. But I digress. This version, this book, this 3 weeks to shredded from 2014 was updated once again from what we had done in 2007. Now, we already had a 100% success ratio working with the world's greatest athletes. We already had that for a decade. Why did we evolve it? We evolved it because we always evolve. We always get better. And what my goal was to feed the athletes more food, more nutrition, increase performance, allow for a healthier athlete. And we've done a deep dive into the micronutrient perspective of performance and of health and facilitating health, the optimal performance state. It just so happens the more food you eat, The more high quality food you eat, the healthier you are, the more lean muscle tissue you sustain and build, the less body fat you have. You get scraped out, ripped up, shredded to the socks, baby. That's what happens when you follow these programs, follow our programs like our athletes do, like I did. Because this video is about the science between me, I losing over 100 pounds. It's this. This is what I'm talking about. It's following, and this is where the Dolce diet principles came from. We eat earth-grown nutrients every 2 to 4 hours based upon activity until we are satisfied, not until we are full. Boom, the end. And then the last 10%, we can dial it in. That's what happens if you go to thedolcediet.com. You get the most perfect pristine meal plan built for you, plus an exercise program built for you, everything done. The winning lottery number given to you, the treasure map created for you. It's done, all based upon this science. So what I found at 282 pounds, the more high quality food I was able to eat without restriction, the better I felt, the better my digestion was, the less I sweat just sitting in the chair doing nothing. I was sweating in air-conditioned vehicles at 282 pounds. I would keep an extra shirt hanging on a hanger in my back seat because by lunchtime, I would be sweaty and stinky and gross, and I would need a second shirt. I had nearly two of every work shirt that I had because I was wearing collared shirts at work at that time. I had to have two shirts every day so I couldn't look like, dude, why are you changing your shirt all the time? Oh, because I'm a big sweat or fat, sweaty fuck. No, so I'd buy two of the same exact shirt and I'd go out to my car and I'd put on the other shirt and I'd go back in. I'd continue working for the rest of the day. That's fat guy stuff, right? Those fat guys out there, you're like, yep, Dolce, I get it. I know exactly what you're talking about, man. I know, like you can't bend over to tie your shoe. I'd have to like put my foot up like on a stool or on a chair, let my knee like bow like wide to the outside so I could tie my shoelaces. And that wasn't even worth it. So I would tie my shoelaces. This is funny. Tie my shoelaces loose enough so I could just slide my fat feet into my shoes because I couldn't bend over because I was so fat. I could deadlift like a motherfucker. I could squat like a motherfucker. 500 plus pound good mornings witnessed was easy for me because I had that hood, as we called it back in those days. But again, let me get back to the science. The science is, and the science was, and this refutes all the bullshit that's out there in the world. All the keto, all the paleo, all the carnivore, all the fasting, all the fucking bullshit out there. You eat a diet that is diverse, based upon whole foods, fresh and natural and organic, blueberries and strawberries and quinoa and oats and fish and meats and beans and lentils and seeds and nuts. That is the food that you should be eating. The idiots out there eating only meat all day long, they're fucking idiots. And I'm sorry, guys, you're fucking idiots. You can't eat a cup of blueberries? Really? Explain to me why that's bad. Because, oh, my back hurts if I eat blueberries. No, you're a fucking liar or you're a lunatic. One or the other. It's one or the other. Which one are you? For the vast majority of the human population, eating a diet rich in diverse micronutrition is the optimal meal plan, the optimal nutrition plan, the optimal lifestyle in order to improve all aspects of your health. So those of you listening right now who need to lose 20, 40, 60, 100 or more pounds, you must be eating real food in wide variety every day. I did it. I was there. I did it. I went from 282 pounds to fucking shredded, sexy beast and continue to be a shredded, sexy beast at 42 years old with perfect health, with perfect blood work, with perfect everything. Nearly none of you can keep up with me, my intensity, my pace, my workload, my lifestyle. Not many people can. Anyone who hangs out with me for half a day is like, God damn, dude, this is what you do every day. I'm like, no, man, this is like half because I got to drag you around with me. And some of you have hung out with me, you know, Those of our DDCs, our coaches who come through and they hang out for a day or two before or after. Those of our interns who come through the mentor for us to mentor and monitor. They're like, God damn, man. All day, every day. Like, bro, you eat so much. You're eating again, Dolce? I'm like, fuck yeah, man. Every 2 to 4 hours, I eat. Throwing coals into the furnace, burning bright and hot of real food. Damn, Dolce, how do you get away eating 200-300 grams of carbs per day? Because it's the right carbs. And that's my point to you guys and girls. Everybody listening right now, forget all the bullshit. Forget all the fads. I'm telling you the truth. Take it or leave it. That's up to you. I'm telling you the truth, so you can't say I didn't tell you. I'm telling you the truth. You want to lose weight. You want to feel great. You want to make changes. You want to live your best life. You got to start eating real food in wide variety. Get rid of all the synthetic shit, all the processed shit, all the unnatural bullshit that is polluting you and poisoning you. Get it out of your life because it polluted me and it poisoned me. It got me to the point I was fat and unhealthy and had terrible blood work. Right? That's what it did. I lived it. I was taking all the supplements you're supposed to. All the milk thistle and the glutathione and the HMB and the L-carnitine and the beta-alanine and the nitric oxide and all the other fucking bullshit out there. That doesn't do that. That probably only gives you 1% advantage when you've already done 99% of the things that you should be doing. And most of you aren't doing 50% of the things you should be doing. Most of you are doing 99% of the things you should not be doing, which is why you're in a terrible state and which is why I'm here to shake you out of it, snap you out of it. Wake up, motherfuckers. I'm here to help you. Listen to me. I'm here to help you. You need to be eating real food in wide variety, fresh and local and natural, minimally processed. All day long, eating until satisfied, not until we're full. So we're not overwhelming our digestive system, thereby allowing for greater nutrient absorption. That's the whole point. So now we're eating micronutrient dense food in a manner that the body can actually break down, absorb, and utilize so we can consume a lower total caloric load while getting maximum nutrition. Duh. That works, right? Refute that. Anybody out there refute that? All the keto heads, all the carnivore heads, all the paleo heads, all the macro counters, whoever you are, come at me, bro or broette. Talk to me. Let me know. Let's chat. Come on my show. Invite me on yours. I'm happy to have the conversation with you. Please do. A respectful, open dialogue for everybody to listen. I'm happy. Why did none of you call me back or answer my emails or that of my team when we invite you on our show? Why not? If you're so confident in your material, why don't you just have a simple conversation with me? Why not? Tell me where my system's wrong. Nobody says that. Nobody says Dolce's wrong. They just say Dolce's an idiot. Dolce yells too much. Look at him. He doesn't look like a scientist. He's got a shaved head and a beard and big fucking muscles, right? He doesn't look like a scientist. He looks like a bro. Therefore, what? We don't have a 100% success ratio working with the world's greatest athletes for over 20 years? What? I didn't personally lose over 100 pounds myself, and now maintain an immaculate body weight with pristine blood work and eat better food than you all fucking day long and outwork you all fucking day long. Probably outlift, outrun, outskip, outjump you, outhump you all day long. Of course I do. So refute it. Refute our science. Please, somebody, anybody, refute our science. Open challenge. Refute me. We got a 100% success ratio for over 20 years. Refute that. Somebody, please. And if you can't, and those listening right now, open mind. It works. Our system works. Our science works. And what's better is ours is easier to implement than theirs. You can eat real food all day long. Blueberries are in season. Eat them. Apples and raspberries and strawberries. Oranges, pomegranates, pears, plums, nectarines. Eat them. Oats and quinoa and white rice and potatoes. Eat them. Enjoy them. wild caught fish and elk and bison and buffalo. Eat that. Grains and seeds and nuts. Eat that. Enjoy that. Enjoy that. Following our principles, we eat real food in wide variety every 2 to 4 hours based upon activity, replenishing what we just used, pre-fueling for what we will need to use. We eat until we're satisfied, not until we're full. We don't overwhelm our digestive system. And we do it every meal, every day. Boom, it's done. Easy, easy, easy. 3 weeks to shredded, guys and girls. That's the quick start. You can go to thedolcediet.com right now and start your own personalized 3 weeks to shredded program, or our Living Lean program, which is the 8-week plan, which is based upon body recomposition, not so much the dramatic weight loss. 3 weeks to shredded was designed for weight class oriented athletes to lose 20 plus pounds, 21 pounds in 21 days. That's the goal. That's the design of 3 weeks to shredded, more successful than any other system ever developed for this specific purpose. At thedolcediet.com, it's then tailored to you, personalized to you. We have the 8-week Living Lean program, which is more of a body recomposition program. You don't need to lose 20 pounds in 3 weeks. You want to lose 40 pounds in 12 or 16. Perfect. So the 8-week Living Lean program is bundled with the 4-week, 3 weeks to shredded plan. You can do 3 weeks of shredded first to jumpstart that first 20 pounds, or at the end to get super fucking tight and sexy. That's all at thedolcediet.com. So you now have access to the same exact science the world's greatest athletes do. Multi-millionaire Hollywood celebrities on your screen right now are using. They are using, and if we don't sign NDAs, I would love to tell you about all of them. But we're professionals. And you can kind of, some of you will know because you see me and then whatnot. So you know, some of you know, you get it. And I don't have to break any NDAs. But you know, the world's greatest athletes, Hollywood celebrities, and heads of state, they all rely on us for this exact information that's available to you guys at thedolcediet.com. You can use my promo code right now, new me, NEWME, new me, and save 20% off right now. Right now, and you can start the program anytime. Use promo code NEWME before it expires later on today, but you can start Saturday, Sunday, Monday. You can start August 1st, August 15th, September 1st if you want to. Promo code NEWME, NEWME right now. You'll save that 20% on the most successful, healthy weight loss program ever devised. And that's the fucking truth of it. Now I'm going to answer some of your questions. Walker Fisher. Hey, Dolce, what's up? What's up, Walker? I'm doing some sort of variation of your straight eights. I was wondering how much rest should I be taking between sets? 90 seconds or so is a good estimate. You can even start at 3 minutes and work your way down to about 90. Chris Ratcliffe, what's up? Jason Myers, just got done walking. Hell yeah, Zach. See, what's up, Jason Young? You the man. Damien, good morning, Damien. Joey Oliveira, I am down 23 pounds after 3 weeks to shredded. And now a month into Living Lean. This is the lightest I have been in 5 to 7 years. My jiu-jitsu game has opened up techniques because of the weight loss. Thank you so much, my man. Joey Oliveira is doing exactly what I just described to you guys. He is following the 3 weeks to shredded program at thedolcediet.com. Joey lost 23 pounds in 21 days. Regular dude, Joey, right? Normal guy, hardworking guy, doing some jiu-jitsu, working a job, probably got some sort of family, whatever going on. 23 pounds he lost in 21 days following our 3 weeks to shredded program at thedolcediet.com. This is the book, #1 international bestseller. Boom. #1 international bestseller. #1 in 5 countries. What? Dominated Amazon, dominated Kindle, dominated Nook, dominated. And continues to crush. The online program is the improvement to this because this is flat. This is a flat program. We give you all the signs. TheDolceDiet.com personalizes to you down to the teaspoon, down to the gram, all at TheDolceDiet.com. Joey, I'm so proud of you, my brother. Awesome. Danny gives Joey props saying, Joey, that's great, dude. Right on, Joey. Good for you. I love the community in here, all the positive energy. Juit says, follow up. Thanks for the hookup on 3 weeks to shredded. I'm on day 2 and crushing it. I didn't even realize how much I was overeating, even though it was mostly healthy stuff. Anyway, thanks again. Can't wait for the results. Awesome. Love it, love it, love it. Dave says, Dolce, keep spreading the good word, my man. Most of my coworkers who started Low carb and keto, when I started your plan, have quit and gained their weight back. Meanwhile, I'm 45 pounds down. Dave BJ is down 45 pounds on the Dolce diet. What? Refute me. I wish, oh man, I wish any of these faux fitness frauds out there would refute me. They don't even answer my emails. I wonder why, because they can't. And I'm a nice dude. I speak with everybody, and I don't speak like this when I interview or when we have these conversations. Really mind wide open. Been doing this a long time, long time. They won't even talk to me because we got guys like Dave who's down 45 pounds when his coworkers following low carb and keto already bounced off and put all that weight back on. Dave is down 45 pounds following the DolceDiet.com. Love it. Joey, you got it, Joey. Joey, can you remind us how to sign up for the Squats and Steak program? Squats and Steak is not out yet. That is our muscle and strength building program. That'll be out closer to the fall because it's bulk up season. You'll know more about Squats and Steak soon. But soon is relative. Late August, we'll tell you more, and we're going to do a pre-sale of it. And we only have 500 programs out there, 500 Squats and Steak. We're going to sell all 500 and never again. So the first 500 people to sign up for Squats and Steak will crush it. Getting gear. Thanks for the tough love, coach. Keep stopping myself from eating pizza and ice cream because I can hear you saying, don't be a dickhead. Walk more, human. Ha! That's what I do. Tough love, right? I got to tell you how it is. I got to tell you the truth. That's what I'm here. That's what I do. Don't be a dickhead. Walk, human. Zach, Dolce, when is the Squats and Steak program coming out? Also, what's your opinion on landmine workout? Squats and Steak, like I just said, everybody wants a squat and steak. How to add 20 pounds of muscle and 200 pounds to your squat in 12 weeks. That's the Dolce Diet Squats and Steak workout. It is fucking awesome. And that'll be out in the fall. So you'll know. So you give me a little bit more time. And then landmine workouts. I have one out there. I love it. Jason, can I throw coconut oil in my breakfast bowl instead of coffee? I love the taste of black. Yeah, I mean, if you want to, I think coconut oil in your breakfast bowl might be a little gross. I put coconut flakes in mine. Do that instead. Sean Coach, Joe, what's up, noob? Imagine what vegetables might be on alien planets. Yeah, I think you're a big fan of eggplant, though, Sean Coach, aren't you? You love them eggplants. The bigger, the better, right? That's your motto. The bigger, the better. Jewy, sounds gross, Jason. I know it does sound a little gross. Coconut flakes, though, bro. Jason, that's what I do. My breakfast bowl. Gab, universe is endless. So must be a pizza plant out there somewhere. That's funny. Sean, how high are you right now? Exactly. Sean is always high. He was born high. Miss Blondie, hey Mike, what's your opinion on the best way a woman can build a better physique, lifting heavy or resistance bands? Lifting heavy. All of our women lift heavy here. Train like athletes. We train our women like athletes with respect. Whether 3 years old or 93 years old, we train our ladies heavy. Resistance, multi-joint compound movements. We build those bodies. Build those ladies. We give them the same respect we gave our man. Elastic bands, we use those a little bit, but not a lot. Trains proper, train smart, train heavy, Miss Blondie, and just watch your body. I got to tell you, a weight trained female body is beautiful. I've never seen one lady who trains with weights that didn't take drugs gain too much muscle or felt she gained too much muscle. Most lady who train with weights, actually their body size comes down. They just get sculpted and shapely, and they get that boom, bang, bang, pow. So train with weights, young lady. Ivan, thanks for everything you do, Mike. I've been reading your 3 Weeks to Shredded and Living Lean book. Awesome. What's the best way of picking a primary doctor? You need to go and speak to a couple. I have the rule of 3. I'll go and speak with 3 different doctors before I decide, and I try and get referrals from people who I know and respect. Huh? What type of cheese do you prefer? Fromunda or some other kind? Perhaps. It really depends on the recipe. At certain times, Fromunda cheese is, it's desirable. You wouldn't know about that, of course. You wouldn't know about that. You're more focused on that hand cheese, right? Terrence, awesome. Like always, thank you so fucking much for all this free content, Dolce. My question is, does dairy have any redeeming factors aside from the natural probiotics, or should it be avoided altogether? Most dairy should be for most people, dairy should be avoided. I'll have a couple ounces of Greek yogurt, maybe some cottage cheese, maybe some Fremunda cheese, like Sean Kochel talks about. Blue cheese or some feta maybe from time to time, a little fresh mozzarella. But really, I'm clocking into a couple ounces of dairy a week maximum, and dairy doesn't really bother me at all. Owen Wilson, hey Mike, what kind of milk do you use? I went to buy almond milk on the weekend, but they all had shit ingredients. Yeah, if they have shit ingredients, I just don't buy it. Simple, easy. I just don't use it. Gab, I'm allergic to avocados and nuts, so I wonder what would be the best approach to eating healthy fats free and probably omega 3s. Are you eating salmon? Wild caught salmon is absolutely amazing. You might want to look into a fish oil supplement. The Onnit krill oil is awesome. I love that. That's what I take. Look into different type of nuts. Whether it's almonds or cashews or walnuts, mixed nuts is actually a great step forward. Omega 3s, also essential fats can be found in chia seeds and hemp seeds. There's lots of good options out there. If you're following our program at thedolcediet.com, you're going to be getting everything you need at thedolcediet.com. Dr. Octagon calls me a lunatic, and you are right, my friend. You eat you and try Thrive Market. Interesting. Gab says, I like when Dolce yells at you. Yells at me. I do. I yell at everybody all the time. Nick says, hey, Dolce, I lost over 20 pounds in a month following your principles. However, my wife is killing herself in the gym and having almost no results. Any tips to get her on board? She blames it on being a girl. Nick, no, sign your wife up right now for the DolceDiet.com's 3 weeks to shredded program. Sign her up on her own program. You just did it. You crushed it. And this happens a lot. It may be because it's you and your wife is like, oh, that's what you're doing. That's not going to work for me. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to follow my other detox, keto, whatever program out there. Have your wife sign up for the DolceDiet.com right now. Get her into the 4-week or the 12-week plan. Start with 3 weeks of shredded. Use my personal code, promo code NEWME, NEWME, all one word. Save 20% right now and get her going. Tell her, uncle, it's my gift to you, to your wife. Show her this. I am giving you my gift right now. 3 weeks to shredded at thedolcediet.com. My personal promo code, Nick's wife, is new me, Nick's wife, new me, which means new you. Save 20% off right now and crush your goals, young lady. I believe in you. Look at Ronda Rousey's body, right? She's a girl. What program do you think she follows? What program do you think got her in great shape for all those world titles, for all those fights? Who do you think she relies on? Come on now. Come on now. Anthony, good morning, Mike. Do you use any essential oils? If so, no, I don't. Jason Myers, Juit, me too. Ismar, oh my God. Hi, what's up, Ismar? Good to see you. Eddie, what's up, man? Good to see you. Zach, do you have a Dolce Diet banner I can fly in my home gym? So when the neighborhood honeys walk by, they will know what diet this Jack Guido is on. Zach, I like that. We should come up with some banners for you guys. That would be cool. That actually, I like that idea. I'll talk to our team and see if we can come up with something for you guys. Joseph. Loving, sorry, whoever's calling, ringer's muted because I'm talking to my friends out here. Joseph, loving implementing the Living Lean book into my life. Thanks for the quality stuff, Dolce. How much more involved are the programs than the books? Thinking of buying the personalized program. So if you go to thedolcediet.com, you sign up for your online personalized diet and exercise program. It is 100% tailored to you. Every meal, every ingredient, every recipe is selected just for you, specifically for you. Every workout, every set, every rep is detailed for you. And it's all based upon your input. So when you go to thedolcediet.com, when you join the 4-week or the 12-week program, you then go through the onboarding. And in onboarding, there's 4 or 5 different segments where we ask you questions about your lifestyle, about your background, about your job, about your training experience, your training history, and about your goals, your future goals. You go through these screens, you answer the questions, and the program then keeps changing. The algorithm changes, and it's built specifically for you. The book gives you all the principles, all the background, everything you need to know, but then you have to go through and then you have to personalize the program based upon our sample system, where we have a 21-day sample system based upon a 190-pound athlete. You have to make the adjustments for yourself. In the .com, the DolceDiet.com version of 3 weeks to shredded, everything is done for you. Once you're inside the system, then you get the support of thousands of people around the world inside the system. You get a leaderboard that you can see how you rank amongst everybody around the world, or then segmented by maybe it's just men in your age group in your country. You can do that too. We have a forum, which is awesome. So you can connect with people around the world, share recipes, share workouts, share your before and after photos, which is awesome. We have predictive avatars the day you sign up, the way you look, and every time you update from there with down to the millimeter circumference changes. And it's a blue man avatar with a 360-degree view rotation, which is fucking awesome. We have resource section with exercises and meal plans, over 200 of each. There's so much more at thedolcediet.com, Joseph. So go there right now and start. LKT, what do you think about zero GI sweetener, stevia, etc., 0-calorie syrups? I'm not a fan of any of that shit, truly. I want you off that stuff. Get back to real food. That's the goal here. That's the goal here. Recommended sets, reps for strength building. Go to thedolcediet.com and just point in that you want to gain weight, gain strength, and you get the perfect muscle building program. Usually anywhere between 3 and 12 reps, where I prefer 6 to 8's ideal, though, to answer your question. Around 80% of 1RM. At an RPE of about 7 or 8. Owen, what's your opinion on corn or beans for carb sources, assuming organic? No problem with it. I like it. Ahmed, what do you think of the no FAP movement? I don't know what that is. I'm out of the loop. I don't know what that is. I don't have no idea. I have no idea what that is. Susanna, 3 weeks shredded has changed my life, down 20 pounds and ready to start it again because I have much more to lose. But this time my daughter, whom happens to be a vegan, is joining me. Thank you for changing my life. Susanna, a young lady, has lost 20 pounds following our 3 weeks to shredded program at thedolcediet.com. What more do you need, guys and girls? You want to lose weight? You want to get in the best shape of your life? Susanna just lost 20 pounds following her personalized program at thedolcediet.com. You can start right now. Susanna's already down 20 pounds and doing it again with her daughter now, who's a vegan. And guess what? We have the vegan program built for you already at thedolcediet.com. Vegan, gluten-free, nut-free, dairy-free, or omnivore. 5 different versions of the program that you can just select on inside your dashboard. Susanna, I am so happy for you. I'm so proud of you. Keep me posted on your continued results. Christian, in the last video, I heard you say cook with grapeseed oil a few videos ago. You didn't mention that. Was that a change in philosophy? So years ago, we said grapeseed oil. Now we say avocado oil. Avocado, everything we do is an improvement, is an evolution. So back in 2011, when we wrote Living Lean, we were using grapeseed oil. Avocado oil was not very popular, very accessible. Avocado oil is now, and at a much lower price point. Avocado oil has replaced grapeseed oil. Andrew Lydell, this guy is so full of himself. Damn straight, motherfucker. Damn straight. Look at me. I am handsome. I am sexy. I am fucking ripped. I am successful, more successful than you will ever know. I have a beautiful wife and a beautiful family. I have one of the most successful, respected health and fitness brands on the planet. I am personally responsible for changing the lives of millions of people. I have a 100% success ratio working with the world's greatest athletes over 20 years. Sports Illustrated has said Mike Dolce is one of the most sought after coaches in sport. ESPN says Mike Dolce is a lifestyle changer. I've been featured on nearly every major television network on most of the highly prominent shows. I'm largely considered by anybody and everybody in fitness to be one of the most honest, one of the most respected, and one of the most successful trainers. I'm widely considered by everybody who knows me personally as a really good guy, a stand-up guy who does so much behind the scenes from a charitable and philanthropic perspective, that things that you'll never know about. So I wouldn't say exactly that I'm full of myself. I would say that you're a hater, and I would say that you're probably ground scum. I would say that you're reminiscent of maybe Fremunda cheese because you throw that negative energy out here. I would probably say that. I wouldn't exactly say that I'm full of myself. I would say I'm pretty damn confident. And I would say that if you think I'm full of myself today, tune back in tomorrow, motherfucker, because I'll be even more successful tomorrow. What will you be? Damien, hey, Mike, we're here in New Zealand. You coming? You said a few days ago, we are planning right now on to get down to New Zealand, Australia. We've got a lot of bookings coming up soon in the future. I'll let you guys know the schedule as we go, but I can't wait to get to New Zealand. See my buddy Mark Hunt, the Super Samoan. I can't wait to get down there. Adrian Lopez, what do you think about fasting for long periods of time? I think it's stupid. Sean Coachell, no fat means not doing the old 5 knuckle shuffle. Well, fuck, I guess you're out then, right? You're probably doing that right now. What? Just no eye contact, man. No eye contact. Means not doing so. No masturbation. That's what no fat means. Not masturbating. Does that include women? Because then, I don't know. I don't know about that. What's the point of it? What's the point of it? I know what Gavin McInnes says in the Proud Boys, that they don't do that. They talk about not doing that. Not that for whatever that is, because it makes men more appreciative of interpersonal relationships or something. Didn't Rogan do that or something? I think Rogan and his boys did that for like a month. They like no whack off month or something like that last year. I forget. I don't really care about people's masturbation processes as long as you engage in consensual, safe activities with yourself or other people. It's not really my place to judge. I don't understand that stuff. El Kate, I'm also a high performance athlete, weight class sport, and I follow your diet and it fits me perfectly. The only issue is constipation. Once I start dieting, I stop going to the bathroom. Well, Katie, I would love to hear more. And what we would do, we would set you up with one of our registered dietitians, because people who follow the Dolce diet, will follow our meal plan, typically have amazing bowel movements. We call it the no wiper or the one wiper, where your bowel movement, sorry, ladies don't poop, right? Your bowel movement is so clean, so pristine that it just drops out. You take that one wipe, hopefully with a baby wipe if you're enlightened, and it's clean, it's empty. Awesome. That being said, you then look down in the toilet and you're like, oh my God, that looks delicious. I could eat that right now. I could put that onto a plate and I could serve that at the local vegan cafe. That's what we're trying to get to. So El Katie, I would suggest you contact us, go to dolce.shop.com, click on the one-on-one consult, and let's talk. Either talk to me or talk to one of our registered dietitians. We would want to drill down a little bit deeper and see if there's any contradictions with your lifestyle. Maybe there's something going on in your background that you might not even be aware of. That's what we do. That's why we're the best. We have a team of registered dietitians on staff to assist you in everything. Love it. Zach, is it worth talking about nutrition in other types of fish, or is wild salmon's kind of the end all be all? Sean, get with the times, Dolce. I know I should be more aware of other people's masturbation techniques. Craziness. What's this world coming to? Social media has completely ruined the planet. I'm positive of that. Is it true that men should avoid all kinds of soy since they say it raises estrogen levels? No, THC raises estrogen level more than soy, and I'm not saying avoid that. Gab says Andrew can't argue with the results. He gets working with MMA athletes though. He is doing something right. I'm doing everything right. Andrew, great response. I appreciate that, Andrew. Thank you for being cool. I take back the Fremunda comment then. I like to have fun with you guys too. Damien, hope to meet you if you are in a city nearby. Damien, I hope so, man. I'm always accessible. I love to meet and hang out with you guys. Jason, can't wait for the new East Coast Dolce Center. That's right, Dolce Die. We are expanding. Location number 2 is coming to the East Coast soon. You will hear more. We are bi-coastal. Rhetorical. Hey, Mike, love your motivating and how motivating and dedicated you are. Can you talk about the benefits between HIIT and LIST? So most people, when they perform HIIT, high intensity interval training, most of the training that you do has a high intensity interval component to it. If you're lifting weights, you're bench pressing, you're squatting, that's essentially high intensity interval training. So you go real hard and then you relax. You push real hard for maybe 10 to 60 seconds, and then you take 2 times, 3 times that off. You take 120 to 240 seconds off. So you work out for a minute, you do your set, and then you sit down for 2 minutes or so. That's interval training. When you're training MMA, when you're training basketball, when you're playing soccer, when you're playing tennis, that is a form of interval training. That is a glycolytic activity. What we try and do when we talk about lists, we try and get you to activate the aerobic pathway. Humans, we are bipedal organisms. People forget this. They act like walking is a hardship, or it's something that's wrong, which is crazy. So when we talk about lists, what we say is lists, low intensity, steady state cardiovascular activity, is excellent and necessary for a well-rounded human. You are a fucking human being before you're an athlete, before you're a competitor, before you're anything else. You are a human first. Humans were designed as bipedal organisms. That's what we are. We are very good at walking very far distances at relatively slow paces. We're very good at that. We should be doing that more. We are very shit when it comes to strength. We are very shit when it comes to speed. When we talk about land animals, we are shit. We are weak. Physically, we are weak A chimpanzee will fuck you up. A jaguar will will give you 100-meter head start and be on you in about 3 seconds. Will fuck you up. We're not good at that stuff. Doesn't mean we can't do it and get better at it. We're really good at walking long distances at relatively slow paces. The body works very well at that. There's massive, massive, massive benefit to not just physical composition, but to your health, to your digestion, to your cardiac function. That's why I talk about lists when all these other fucking meathead, idiot, faux fitness frauds are trying to get you to buy their next bullshit gimmick. Everything I tell you is things that actually work. Things that actually work, nutrition that actually works, improves your health, improves your life, improves your body composition, improves your performance. That's my job. That's my job. If I don't do that, I have no job. So my whole job is to tell you guys the truth. I am the most honest man in fitness. I am the most honest man on YouTube. I am the most honest person you will probably ever know because I've turned down millions of dollars in endorsements and supplement sponsorships because I disagree with their formula. I disagree with their science. I disagree with it. Therefore, I will not promote it. I will not ever, ever, ever sell it to you guys. The only thing I will ever share with you guys is things that I know 100% to work. So when I talk about LIST, low intensity, steady state cardiovascular activity, it makes me no money. I simply tell you, hey, walk out your front door. Go 15 minutes in one direction, turn around and come home. The next day, go 16 minutes, turn around and come home. 17 minutes, turn around and come home. Until you get up to the point that you're walking 60 minutes total. Then high five, human. You're actually now being a human. And watch how different your body looks. Is there any healthy sweetener to use with coffee? No, I'm not a fan of sweeteners at all. Look, black coffee. That is coffee right there. That was iced nitro cold brew. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I would fap this. Look. Hey, whoa, hey, whoa, whoa. What just happened right there? Jesus. For all you no fap fans, unless it's coffee, then fap away. Guys and girls, I appreciate you guys being here. I have to dump off now. I was supposed to be on here for 30 minutes. I'm on for 52 minutes right now. I have to jump off. It's getting late, 12:15. I turn into a pumpkin. I got another appointment waiting for me right outside. I got 10 seconds. Thank you all for being here. Remember, go to thedolcediet.com right now. Promo code NEWME. Save 20% off your personalized 4-week or 12-week, 3 weeks to shredded or 3 weeks to shredded plus living lean bundle, the most successful healthy weight loss program ever devised with a 100% guarantee by myself because my name is on it, my brand is on it, and I am here for you guys. Until next time, tomorrow, I'll be back 11 a.m. every day. I'm here giving you guys free content, free information, because I want to see you live your best life. That's my job, is to help you get there. Until next time, boom. And my good friends at the Mike Dolce Show podcast, thank you guys for being here. I love you. I really do appreciate you guys. You guys have been down since day one. What,